The Jim Jeffries Show on Comedy Central covers the most controversial issues through Jim's distinctive brand of comedy and global point of view. The Jim Jeffries Show podcast, on the other hand, is a slightly more podcasty version. Listen each week as Jim Jeffries and co-host Forrest Shaw sit down with friends and guests to discuss news, politics, and all the things Jim couldn't, wouldn't, and shouldn't say on TV. Subscribe now to the Jim Jeffries Show podcast and listen to new episodes every Wednesday on your favorite podcast app. Hey, Spontaneans, thanks for listening to another episode of Spontaneanation. Just a few quick plugs before we get started. First of all, I will be in St. Paul, the Fitzgerald Theater, the hilarious Night of Depression, October 13th. Me, Amy Mann, Ted Leo, Anna Marie Cox, hosted by John Moe. It is a live variety version of the podcast, The Hilarious World of Depression. Do check that out. Then Spontaneanation and Super Ego returning for a weekend at the Bell House in Brooklyn, New York. Super Ego Live, Friday, November 16th, Spontaneanation Live, Saturday, November 17th, and Super Ego Forgotten Classics, Sunday, November 18th. That is going to be a fun weekend at my favorite venue in the entire country, the Bell House. Also, do not forget about Eban Schletter's Fantastical Musicorium, Eban's own podcast where he does whatever the hell he wants, and you can hear his voice. You gotta be intrigued by that. All right. Enough of that for now. On with the show. Oh, welcome. Oh, welcome. I'm glad. I'm glad this is happening. I'm glad that I'm talking. I'm glad that you're hearing it. I'm glad it's been recorded. I'm glad I'm taking my keys out of my pocket and making noise. Any babies listening? They love this. Holy shit. I don't know if anyone else heard that, but this is unprecedented. Usually just talking into a void. If only we knew what babies were trying to say. And I know there's baby scientists who are like, this is what different baby cries mean. They're making it up, just like the people with Coco the gorilla. That's right, there's Coco truthers out there. Coco doesn't know sign language, the handler's just making it up. Oh, really? Well, then why did Coco say, I love you to me? You're telling me that gorilla didn't love me? Yes, okay, sorry for the name drop, but I was dear friends with Coco the gorilla. Coco and I, we had long conversations deep into the night. Well, of course, the interpreter was there too. Which, here's what's weird. I never became friends with the interpreter. You would think just from knowing each other that long, but we just disagreed about too many things. I insisted that Coco was saying, I love you, Paul. And the interpreter was saying, no, that's not what Coco was saying. But I saw Coco roll her eyes when the interpreter would deny our love. Some friendships defy interpretation. Oh, that sounds deep. Like Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong-un. That's a bad example. I get why they're friends. Like, Heat Miser and Snow Miser? No. They were brothers. Oh, that's like the Civil War, brother against brother. Also, why was he the Heat Miser and the other guy was not the Cold Miser? He was specifically the Snow Miser. What, does that mean there is a Cold Miser separate from the Snow Miser? Does that mean there's a Sunshine Miser separate from the Heat Miser? Is there a Humidity Miser? Hey, baby scientists, stop lying about what babies are saying and figure out how many misers there are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest onto the program to join me in a free-form conversation inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals onto the show to join me in a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes. Inspired by a location, oftentimes provided by our special guest, and sometimes utilizing details gleaned from the aforementioned free-form conversation. And it is all scored on piano. He ran out. By Mr. Eban Schletter. That's what he goes like. Oh, he didn't know what to do. Folks, I am pleased as the Punch Brothers to have this person in the studio today. One of my favorite characters from one of my favorite shows. She plays Lindsay on You're the Worst on FXX?
FXXX. No, that's...
How many X's?
No, FXX. Although sometimes it feels very triple X.
I mean, the show's not for kids.
No. I mean, unless you're a really screwed up parent.
Which there are.
Yeah, there's
and
a lot
listening
of them.
to this with their children.
Oh, yeah. It's actually an ideal show.
Kether Donohue is here.
Glad you stopped me. I would have been kept going.
Kether, it is a delight to have you here on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You are wearing a wonderful tartan dress.
I feel very Christmassy.
But it's a light material, right? It's not because it's warm. It's summertime.
It's like a nightgown. It feels very comfortable.
You look very comfortable.
Thank you.
But you know I love
I wore it to bed last night, and I just kind of rolled out of bed. Came here.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Kether, I have a question for you.
Okay.
This comes to
I am petrified.
Comes to us. I think you're not going to be scared.
Okay.
This is not a scary question.
Okay.
I think you will enjoy this question.
Okay.
This comes to us from our previous episode's guest. The question is, you have full funding to recreate any album in a recording studio with you as the lead singer. What album do you choose? Take a moment to do some more gasps, and then we'll get your answer.
I mean, if I'm just going by pure instinct and I'm not like reflecting too much, Jagged Little Pill.
Wow. Okay.
Of course that.
Now,
you were gonna say that.
The songs on there that everyone knows are Ironic.
Oh, and isn't it ironic?
I went.
I'm
not there to remind you.
Go down her in a theater.
That's right.
I don't know what the name of it. I just remember that line.
What is? I'm not there to remind you, right? Is that can't be the name of it. Is that the name of it?
Slap in the
The thank you song.
Yeah. And I got one hand in my pocket. Yeah.
That's enough. What's that one? Wait.
The hand in my pocket.
Is it called Hand in My Pocket?
Giving a high sign. Yeah. Smoking a cigarette.
So that's a lot of hits on one album.
They're all hits. They're all hits. Like you can't go wrong.
Now, when that album for you came out, how old were you when that album came out?
Oh my gosh. I think, okay, so this is a very nostalgic question.
Absolutely.
I love this question. I think I was in 5th grade, which would make me 10. And I remember...
may I just say quickly, how dare you? Anyway, go ahead.
Sorry. And I remember me and my best friend at the time, Jennifer. Well, now looking back, I know we were just in a very codependent relationship as 10-year-olds.
10-year-olds.
Yeah. That's when my codependency started. And we wanted to be cool really bad, as every 10-year-old does.
Of course.
And so one of the ways we tried to be cool, we would we would make a day of it. We would sit in one of our bedrooms and like memorize songs so that we could go and be like, I know the lyrics to this.
So this was an active pursuit of we're going to memorize the words to this song.
It's like our parents would be like, oh, on Saturday maybe you should go to the park. We're like, no, we're gonna sit in our room and like memorize albums, like lyrics, so that we can go to school and like be like, oh yeah, I know the lyrics to that.
And then would you sing them or would you just recite them?
Casual. So I remember Green Day album was very big at that time, and the song Basket Case. Mm-hmm. So like, wait, what are the lyrics of that one again? It's like...
You got me. You're the cool one.
Shit. No, I'm not cool. The cat's out of the bag. I was a fraud the whole time.
C's out of the B.
But like so for example, if it was hand in my pocket, we'd go to school and be like, oh yeah, you got Alanis Morissette. Like, got one hand in my pocket and the other one's smoking a cigarette. Yeah, that's it. Like we would just like...
just toss it off.
Yeah, toss it off. We'd toss it off. As though like, we know the lyrics. We know the lyrics.
Do you remember you don't remember the lyrics to Basket Case?
Oh, I know there's something about a whore in there. I don't know. I'm blanking.
So this album, what did it mean to you as a little kid? Like, did it beyond just, wanting to memorize lyrics and be cool and everything, what was the emotional part of it for you?
I think I probably didn't know it at the time, but I think on a subconscious level, Alanis Morissette represented like a rebellion of sorts, Right. Because I went to Catholic school all my life.
As did I.
Even throughout college. It's like...
Oh, you're one of those?
Jesuit university.
Right.
I got kicked out of all-girls Catholic school, by the way.
What did you do?
Oh, my God. Okay. So just to give a little backstory, I grew up in New York City, and... my family did not have money at all, but my parents always wanted to send me to private school to get the quote, good education.
Yes.
Which now I'm like,
but wait, you
should have sent me to public.
Were you guys Catholics or no?
Oh yeah,
right.
I don't currently practice that, but I was raised Catholic, confirmation and communion, all that.
Was there anyone in your school that was there just for the private school education aspect of it? Because, yeah, we had people like that.
There were a lot of Jewish kids that went to the school too.
So weird.
I know. The whole thing's very odd. So my parents were like, oh, we want to. So I was always the kid on financial aid or scholarship in this like Gossip Girl type school. And it was just so horrible. Like, for example, I remember, so in this all girls Catholic school that I went to 9th and part of 10th grade, because they couldn't wait till the end of the year to kick me out. They kicked me out in the middle of 10th grade. Like, how humiliating.
Right.
I literally collected my belongings from my
you
locker
got fired.
and put them in a paper bag.
Right.
Yeah, where they shut down the school as though I'm just it was.
What do you mean they shut down the school?
They wanted to humiliate me. Oh yeah, me and Jennifer, the jagged little pill girl who we we got kicked out of the school together.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
So they stopped the school day.
Oh, yeah, it was announced. So basically, me and Jennifer are going to this all-girls Catholic school. Just to give an example of how snobby these kids were, a girl said to me once, she's like, oh, where do you live? And I'm like, oh, I live on 20th Street, First Avenue, Lower East Side. And she's like, oh my God, she's like, I've never been below 57th Street where Tiffany's is. It was shameful that I lived below 57th
Below Tiffany's.
Street. Yeah. So I would
you lived in the B-Tiff part of New York.
Subway to school. And all these girls would roll in, in town cars, and they lived in town. I mean, it was very snobby, very cliquey. So me and Jennifer, being the little rebels we were, and I guess maybe that's what Jagged Little Pill represented to us in a way, we decided to pull a prank on the wealthy girl who is the snob, the head snob.
Right.
So, I wouldn't do this now, but if you want to know what I did, I'll tell you. So we're let's pull a prank on her. And it's innocent. We took some of her books and belongings out of her locker, and we just hid them in the alleyway. We just hid her books and belongings.
How did you get into her locker?
I think everyone was at field hockey practice, and I don't know, we found out her code or something to her. Right. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we did. But see, we screwed with the wrong girl because her parent, by the way, I hope she never listens to that.
I hope she does.
She doesn't listen to this podcast.
Snobs are not welcome to listen.
Yeah. Her parents were like the big benefactors of the school. So politics were involved.
Yeah.
So the head mistress of the school, who was a nun, they were nuns,
Sure.
held an assembly. Now, have you ever seen Scent of a Woman with Al Pacino?
I don't know if I've ever seen the whole
Oh
thing.
my God, you have to see this
Do
movie.
I?
You really do. You really do. You won't regret it, I promise.
You promise.
I could put money on it.
Okay.
I would.
All right.
Have you seen Scent? Oh my God, you guys have just Scent of a Woman. Okay. Anyway, for the listeners who've seen Scent of a Woman, which
Who are probably screaming at their computers.
Yeah. Oh
right
yeah. You're all like texting each other like, you saw Scent of a Woman, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to check in with my Scent of a
Yeah,
Woman
you have
group.
a text chain of
Yeah,
people who listen
that's
to
right.
this. The reason it's relevant is because in that movie, it's like an all boys school, and it's kind of the same premise. Like what's his name?
Is
the
it
guy
Chris
in
O'Donnell?
Party of Five. Yeah.
Oh, Matthew
Or-
Fox? No, the other one, the young guy.
It is Chris O'Donnell. Was he in Party of Five?
No.
Scott Wolf.
It's the same like.
I'm hearing that
type.
it might have been Scott Wolf was in Party of Five.
Okay.
My producer's in my earpiece.
Okay. Anyway. Okay. So anyway, the headmistress holds an assembly and she's like, we're gonna hold an investigation and find out who
Put the books in the alley.
who pulled the prank. Who pulled the prank. So me and Jennifer are like pinching each other like, oh my God. So now they did hold interrogations. Like they literally, the nuns would bring us into a room and be like, they played, you know how in interrogations they do mind games, like they told us you did it, you know.
Yeah.
So now, little backstory. My father was in the army and he always taught me to never open my mouth. Like just like, you know, be a loyal soldier, like don't out anyone, don't rat anyone.
Snitch.
Yeah, don't be a snitch.
Yeah.
So when they were like, when the nuns were like, Jennifer told us you did it, I was like,
knew there was no way.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not possible. Jennifer snitched. Jennifer snitched. She ratted us out. So
She folded under the pressure?
she folded. They did the tactic on her, like, Kether told us you, because they're like, we found out you two were not in field hockey practice at like 4:30 p.m. The nuns did a pretty good detective work. I'll hand it to them.
Yeah.
So this is where my dad comes in. And this is why if you saw Scent of a Woman, you'd see. So Al Pacino plays a veteran.
Hoo-ha. Yeah.
Who he stands up for the Party of Five kid.
That's right.
When he like does something wrong.
Is it the Party of Five kid or is it Chris O'Donnell?
I feel like it's the same thing.
Was Scott Wolf in Scent of a Woman as well? Maybe he was a snobby kid.
Yeah, maybe he filled in for him one day.
Was Chris O'Donnell like a poor kid who was going to this academy?
It was. There
Okay.
was those like, you know,
Right.
politics
Those-
in the
yes.
school.
Yeah.
So the nuns said we're expelling Kether and Jennifer from the school.
Mm-hmm.
But then if it was on my record, then I wouldn't have been able to get into another good school.
Right.
So my dad went to the school and talked to the nuns.
He said, if I was the man I was 30
And
years ago,
and he's like,
I'd take a flamethrower to this place.
he does sound like that actually.
Does he really?
My dad's born and raised in Cuba. He's had a crazy life. He fled to the States when Castro took over and he was drafted to Vietnam. He's had this crazy life.
How quickly after?
Oh,
That seems like a bummer.
well, he had to sign, I believe it was the Refugee Act saying it will let you in if you go to war. if you
Oh
need it.
my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he gave this speech to because my dad's been around the block, all right?
I dare say,
and this
yes.
little nun is like, you know, and my dad's like, my daughter, she may have pulled a prank, but she's not a rat. She's not a rat. She's not a snitch. He's like, so he said, if you kick her out of the school and put it on her record. He said, "I will sue you for interrogating a minor without a lawyer present." Like, he had this whole like loophole to get her. And so then she agreed to just suspend me. But then, or I was suspended, but then I was kicked out, not on my record.
Right.
So my dad totally saved the day.
Right.
And then, yeah, me and Jennifer got kicked out. And then Jennifer followed me to the next school I went to.
Did she really?
Yeah, jeez.
Now, what happened to your relationship after...
With Jennifer?
Yes, after it was revealed that she had crumbled under interrogation.
I mean, I guess I just like, I don't know. I know she wasn't trying to be mean. I think she just didn't...
She was scared.
She didn't have it in her to like, you know... You know what I mean? Like,
have it in her. She did not have the intestinal fortitude.
She didn't. She didn't.
Now the prank itself, which is elegant in its simplicity. We're gonna take some books and put them outside. How long was what was the duration of the prank period? Like, how long before the books were found?
4 days. 4 days. But it was like the worst 4 days ever.
So
we returned the books.
So the books were missing long enough that it's like, I guess she's not going to find these books. We got to bring them back.
No, we were always going to give them back.
Okay.
I think we just wanted to give her a little scare. Like.
So just some books were missing for 4 days. Yeah. That's the prank. And then they kicked you out of school.
Yeah. Because her parents were the benefactors of the school.
When's the last time you saw this person?
In high school.
In high school. You haven't seen her
when I got
since.
kicked out.
Right. Have you seen any of those people from that school since then?
No, but a few of them, some of us follow each other on Instagram.
Right.
Which, again, I really hope they're not listening.
Were there people who were snobby to you then that tried to be friendly to you now?
Well, if you count liking someone's Instagram as being friendly, you know what I mean? I think that's the extent of the relations.
Well, they're cowards. They're cowards. They're all cowards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kether Donohue, what a pleasure it was to have you here.
Thank you.
You're the Worst airs when the new season begins. Will you be on the same night?
I have no idea.
Look, it's all either you're a cord cutter or you're DVRing. No one's like, I got to take off work from early because I got to get home and watch my show.
Exactly.
So You're the Worst. Find it, FXX. It's a terrific show. Terrific cast. Folks, we're going to take a break. A lot to digest. When we return, you will meet our improvisers. Stay alive. No matter what occurs, I will find you. Oh, hey, Spontaneans. Are you familiar with Tidal? Am I saying title and I have a lazy T? No. I'm not saying title. I'm saying Tidal. It's important that you know the difference. Tidal is a different kind of music streaming app that fosters the relationship between artists and fans and values diversity in music. That sounds good and positive. They offer unlimited music and video available completely ad-free. Play your favorite classics, discover new artists, and don't miss their upcoming benefit concert on October 23rd. But you didn't hear that from me, except tell people at Tidal that you did hear it from me so they know you listen to the show. Tidal's 4th annual benefit concert, Tidal X Brooklyn, supports criminal justice reform. In our criminal justice system, over 65% of prisoners serving life without parole for nonviolent offenses are African American. Did you know that this country has some problems? It does. 1 in every 15 African American males is incarcerated compared to just 1 in every 106 white men. That means that 1 in 3 African American males can expect to go to prison in their lifetime. Not great, Bob! All net proceeds from Tidal X Brooklyn help support charity organizations dedicated to reforming these stats, such as the Equal Justice Initiative, Reform, the Innocence Project, and Cut 50. Past concerts have featured artists like Stevie Wonder, Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, and Jennifer Lopez. This is an important cause that I'm happy that Tidal is behind and that I'm behind as well. Don't miss the free live stream of Tidal X Brooklyn on October 23rd, which you did hear from me. Tune in and donate to the cause at tidal.com/Brooklyn. That is TIDAL.com/Brooklyn. Tidal.com/Brooklyn. Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet tango apples. What? Ba-ba-ba-ba. That's right. It's a new sponsor that asks you this question. When was the last time you had a really good apple? No. A really good one. One that was crunchy with a flavor that had just the right balance of sweet and tangy. Well, wang dangy, if it has been a while, you are in luck because Sweet Tango apples are back in season. Hear ye, hear ye. Sweet Tango apples are renowned for their distinctive flavor that is sweet with a lively touch of citrus, honey, and spice. All you Dune fans out there. And the crunch of Sweet Tango is unmistakable. Don't mistake it. You can't. When bitten, this crisp apple produces a satisfying snap and a burst of sweet and tangy juice. When cornered, it is deadly. It is so crunchy that when the record for the loudest crunch of an apple was set in the Guinness Book of World Records, Sweet Tango is the apple of choice. Now, I said world's records. That's right, the universe. It's the loudest apple in the universe. I love Sweet Tango. Look, let me step outside for a second. I love Sweet Tango apples. I remember somebody once told me you're not truly hungry unless you're hungry enough to eat an apple, because that's to keep you from just doing mindless eating. Like if you're eating when you're bored, an apple, it's your friend, and a Sweet Tango apple, satisfying every time. See why Sweet Tango apple fans eagerly await its return every fall. That's what all those people are camping out for. Find a grocer near you at sweetango.com/PFT. That's SWEETANGO. Sweet Tango. It's an elegant portmanteau. .com/PFT. That is SWEETANGO.com/PFT. Don't spell out the slash. Welcome back, everybody. It is time to meet our friends from the land of make pretends. Seated kitty corner from me, meow. And folks, you may have very shortly an instruction given to you. I just want you to be ready. Carl Tart is back on the show.
You ought to know what this instruction will be.
That's right.
Turn your radios down. They're too loud. You're going to blow out your speakers.
That's loud.
Yeah.
To turn your radio up high enough to blow out your speakers is very loud.
Hey, you know, I think our whole generation we're going to go deaf very early because we have our earbuds so loud.
I think about that all the time.
Because I all the way up. Like, if I could turn them up more, I would sometime.
I don't like it that much. I don't like listening to things that loudly. It makes me anxious. My wife loves to listen to music when she's in the car by herself, listens to music very loud. I get that. And I get in the car, same volume. And I'm like, this is freaking me out.
Too much? I get you.
It's too much. What's a song, Carl? It comes on, you got to turn it up and snap the knob off.
Back That Ass Up by Juvenile.
There you go.
That is my all-time favorite song.
Is it really?
I think so. That and Find Your Love by Drake. Mm-hmm. Those two songs are songs that never get old to me.
Right.
Every time you hear it.
Yeah.
Back That Ass Up is like a national anthem, like for a large amount of the population. It's a very, and also Misery Business by Paramore. I'm a big Paramore fan.
I love the idea of Back That Ass Up being played and people rising to their feet and putting their hand over their heart.
Nothing but respect for my president, Juvenile. Back That Ass Up is probably my favorite song of all time. Just the feeling that it evokes, the
right.
nostalgia we were talking about earlier, like where I was when it came out, what the song meant to the culture at the time, how popular it's still. Like when you hear those boom, 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 and it's just like everybody goes,
yeah.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Here we go. Like it is
It
is
makes
the best
you want to
song.
do like a cool reverse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You want to put it in reverse.
to the beat. Like you like do the fingers to the beat. That's the best.
You want to put it in reverse.
There is nothing like that vibe, that feeling when a song comes on that everybody is on the same page about.
Yeah.
That is one of the exciting moments of life.
Yeah. There's nobody in the party that's like, ugh, next. I wish they'd turn this off.
Right.
But that is a heartbreaking thing, a song that you love and then you get to a point where you wear it out for yourself, where you're like, oh, I've played this. I've played myself out of liking this song now.
Yeah.
Because I've listened to it too many times.
That's what happens when I set alarms in the morning. Songs.
No worse negative association.
Yeah. Than having to wake up too damn early. Yeah.
Do you know what I do? And guys, I recommend this. I have an alarm clock that is a series of tones that increase in volume as it goes on. And so it's a very gentle way to wake up. And it's just a tone, so it doesn't ruin a song for you. Yeah.
You get that at like CVS or something?
I had to order this online because First of all, who cares? Yeah, I know. I used to do it with an app. There's an app that I would use, but then we instituted a strict no phones in the bedroom policy.
Ooh.
And it's helped us sleep better. I highly recommend it. So I needed a physical clock that could replicate this vibe. And what is it called? I forget the name of the clock, but it's like, it's a wooden rectangle that has metal bars that are struck, and it's a digital clock face. This thing looks hilarious. I highly recommend watching the video that walks you through it because it's hysterical. But this thing it's my favorite.
You just reminded me when you said the name of the clock. It made me chuckle because we were talking about high school earlier. One of my friends got held back, and he was a year older than us, but he had to stay another year. And every day we all called him Grandfather Clock. I'm sure it made him feel really shitty. But we go Grandfather Clock or Father Time. Like, he wasn't that much older than us. He was
A year older.
Yeah, barely. He was probably like 10 months older than us.
Grandfather Clock.
But there's some dignity in that. Like it's almost like it's not like a put down. It's almost like
No, he was still our
You
friend.
gotta respect your elders.
Feel
Of
like
course.
kind of proud of being.
He's
held
the
down.
elder of the community.
He's wise.
Yeah,
He's
he's wise. Carl, I'm going to look away from you.
Oh no.
To look next to you, directly across from me. My little sis is here.
Hi.
Mandell Maughan is back on the show. Applause for Mandell.
I'm very excited about that.
Mando, how have you been? I haven't had you here in such a long time. It's great to see you
I
again.
know. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to see you always. I mean, we've seen each other. I haven't been on the show, but we see each other as often as possible.
As often as humanly possible. Now, Mando,
Yeah.
you had a very strong reaction to Jagged Little Pill.
That was so crazy. I mean, it was only crazy for me because you guys might not believe it, but in my mind, when you asked her that, I thought of that album, and I was
That
like,
was the first thing that popped in your
First
mind,
thing, and then
immediately.
she said, "That's the first thing." It's like, we don't even know each
Well,
other.
we
but
were
clearly
vibing
should
from
be
the
best
get-go.
friends.
You
Yeah,
guys
we went
were
to the
vibing
bathroom
right.
together.
Yeah, we should.
That's
The vibing, not the bathroom.
Yeah, well, but I was like, we should be best friends.
I'm the Chuck Berry of Earwolf. I have cameras all over.
That's not funny.
It's not, is it? It's gross. How old were you when Jagged Little Pill came out?
I guess about the same age, maybe. Maybe I was 11. or 12.
So maybe a little older.
Yeah, well, she was 10. I was the grandfather.
Grandmother.
She was the grandmother. She was the queen mattress.
And so is this album similarly a touchstone for you?
No, this is what happened. I have an older brother and sister, and I got even my tapes were hand-me-downs. Mm-hmm. You know, so I just got what my sister was playing it,
Right.
And I liked the music, and whatever she liked, I liked because she seemed so much cooler than me. Mm-hmm. So that's it. That was it. That's the only significance of it. But it's just an album where there are so many good songs. Like I feel like every song on that album is good.
They're all like worthy of being their own single.
Yeah. And you said remake it as your song, because otherwise Prince is my favorite, but I don't think I could do his songs.
Right. Now, remember, and this is part of the question, you have full funding. So
Whoa.
so money is no object here.
And I think I'm going to have to go with a soundtrack. You know what? I'm just going to do the single Cupid Shuffle. That's the only thing I'm going to redo.
Wait, what's Cupid Shuffle again?
Yeah.
Is that
Down, do your dance. Oh.
The reason being that I want to do that song is because there's a dance to go with it. So I feel like my music video is already set.
Do you remember, like, that's a thing that seems to have gone away, but that used to be an extremely popular thing.
Yeah.
It was almost like people went crazy with it. Like in the 50s, where it's like, oh, we can make a dance with every song. We should, every song is a dance.
Honestly, it's very inclusive because for people that are at a wedding and they're afraid to dance.
That's right.
And one of those songs comes, I like it.
And I don't know if they're teaching the electric slide in gym class anymore. They did not. I was not one of the people that learned the electric slide in gym class. And so it took me years to realize that's what happened. That's how everyone at this wedding knows how to do this.
Yeah, this
I had no
explains a
idea.
lot.
Sometimes it got scary to me. Like, how do people just know this?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question that has nothing to do with this?
Of course, I'm an open book.
When you said that you have a rule where you don't take phones to the bedroom anymore,
Yeah.
what about an emergency?
Well, here's the thing.
That's my constant worry in life, is that there's going to be an emergency.
I feel like there's very few emergencies between the two of us that we could do anything about in the middle of the night. Do you know what I mean? You're saying if someone calls you and needs you?
Yes.
Because our families are both too far away. We're not the point of
That wouldn't
contact.
stop my family. That
Well,
would
do you
not
turn
stop.
the phone off, or it's just in another room where you could
Phone's in
hear
another room,
it?
ring her off.
He has to do ringer off because bajillion texts go off. The bajillion
At all
text chain
hours.
goes off at all hours.
Yeah.
Multiple
it's
times
true.
a day and
It's
night.
very true. Who do you think has muted that text chain?
Drew. 100%.
Drew Tar was like, I can't do this no more.
It's
And I know for a fact that, you know how now on the phone you can highlight the message and just heart it or laugh at
Yeah.
it, you know? Drew hates that. He hates that because he says it comes up as a new text and it confuses him. It overwhelms him.
I don't like that aspect of it. I like those little things, but I don't like that it gives you a notification about it as if it's new information when it's not.
I haven't updated my phone, so I can't do it.
You're one of those!
So now I'll text people and be like, if I had updated my phone, I would have laughed at this, or I would have loved that.
Can I tell you something, Kether? We have a friend, Tim Baltz is his name, who was the last person on this particular text thread to update his phone.
Yeah.
And I don't think he knew.
Yeah.
He didn't know that these were like little shortcut buttons. So it would come
sounds
up
like
for
me
him.
and him need to be in a text chain together.
Well, it's too late. He's updated, but
Yeah.
he would receive these notifications as Mandell Maughan liked an image.
Yeah.
So then he started writing that. Maybe he did know and he didn't want to be found out. I don't know. But so we would get from him, and I thought it was a joke, Tim Baltz loved an image. And I'm like, oh, that's funny. But then he kept doing it. I'm like,
So much.
all right, we get it.
Like I was thinking, it's taking so much time to keep doing this joke. Like
Then we found out it was because he hadn't updated his phone.
No, that's like me.
And maybe he thought it was going to appear on our phones as like the little heart or whatever, or a ha-ha.
It's such a big step to update your phone.
It is.
it's not a ha-ha. It's just one ha, which annoys me.
Is it just one ha?
It's just ha. That's
I read it
one
as
ha
two. I read
is
it as two.
sarcastic and insulting.
Not
It's
in a
like,
little bubble.
Not even without a punctuation mark, a ha is an insult.
Yes, thank
But
you.
not if it's all caps. I think if
It's not.
And all caps is makes
It's
it
not.
No, the ha is all caps. On
No, it's a lowercase a.
No,
Then
it is
that's
not.
just an insult.
Juvenile had a song called Huh?
As always, it always
know
comes
what?
back to
You
juvenile.
know what? I just checked something and I'm completely wrong. It's
Yeah,
two
no
ha's
doy.
and they're
No doy! Mandel, I'm going to look away from you in disgust this time. To look kitty corner from you directly next to me, Shaun Diston is back.
Yes. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about everything and nothing at all or some shit like that? Those are the lyrics to Basket Case.
have the time
to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once?
I am one of those.
Exactly. She does know the lyrics.
People
she
give
just
him a
needed
hard
it in.
time because he did like a little fake
I'm one
accent.
of those melodramatic fools.
Shaun,
Yes, hello, Paul.
we gotta know.
All right, Paul, let me read a statement here from my ex-girlfriend. For all the fans, I have been in a real... Okay. The last time I was on the podcast, I said I was going to New York and I would deal with some documents, tax documents that I've left at an ex-girlfriend's house for over 2 years.
Heather, this is an ongoing story.
Yes, and when I went to New York, I came back and got off the plane, and my Twitter was abound with people asking me. I'm dying to know. It's as if it was the end of Lost or something. I'm on pins and needles to find out if you've got your tax documents. The answer is no. I did not get my tax documents, and
I
here's
had
a
a feeling.
statement from my ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Shaun Diston has had the complete audacity to leave his personal belongings in his ex-girlfriend's apartment these last 2 long, agonizing years. The personal tax documents are a constant reminder of his complete lack of responsibility and commitment. I stole his identity and I bought a bunch of black market Nikes. Follow me on Twitter. That is the statement. Now, Twitter. I'm afraid to put her Twitter. I don't know. Should I say what her Twitter is?
Now
No.
you probably should not.
that shit?
You probably should not.
Well, I will say that is obviously in jest.
tongue-in-cheek.
It's definitely tongue in cheek.
Yes.
I texted her today. I'm like, I'm going on the podcast, and I'll probably
Follow me on Twitter.
I have to update the fans. So, fans, I'm sorry to say I went to New York, was too lazy to leave my hotel room and go to Brooklyn. At this point, she said she's thrown away a lot of things. So, we might put this to bed now. These documents, my personal belongings, are gone forever.
Some of them are.
That's
But
true.
there's still some stuff left in that apartment.
There are still very important tax documents.
Well, Shaun, I'm afraid until all of those documents have been disposed of, this is an open case.
Well, fans, if you'd like to continue checking in on Twitter every few weeks, that is great.
do you have any New York trips coming up? It is October.
None on the books.
Okay.
Have you ever been audited?
No.
If you get audited, you need
Yeah, no, I know. I'm screwed. But, yeah, maybe I'll pay someone to go to her apartment and
I'll go.
Are you going to be in New York?
we'll get in touch. We'll be in touch.
Follow me on Twitter.
But yes, I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. I couldn't do it. I was too bad. It was bad.
Do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a break. When we return, we will reveal the location for our improv provided to us by our guest, Kether Donohue, and then we're going to do that improv. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. Stitch Fix, Stitch Fix, Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix is an online personal styling service that finds and delivers clothes, shoes, and accessories to fit your body, budget, and lifestyle. This is a great thing for people that don't have a bunch of time to go out shopping all the time. Don't necessarily know what they're looking for when they're shopping. Stitch Fix can help you find your new favorite piece of clothing. Go to stitchfix.com/PFT. You tell them your sizes, what styles you like, how much you want to spend on each item. They pair you with your very own personal stylist. Personal in that they're for you. They don't ask personal questions. Although you're welcome to invite them to. I bet they'll turn you down. Professionalism. Your stylist will handpick 5 items to send right to your door. You try them on, you pay only for what you love, and you return the rest. Shipping, exchanges, returns, always free. This couldn't be simpler or more convenient. There's no subscription required. You can sign up to receive scheduled shipments or get your fix, they're having fun, wherever you want, whenever you want. Not wherever. It's always the same every time. It's their mysterious place and your home. Stitch Fix's styling fee is only $20, which is applied toward anything you keep from your shipment. Now, $20 is nothing compared to if you're driving, taking public transportation, paying for parking meters, whatever, when you're going to go out shopping, and also the emotional cost. Get started now at stitchfix.com/PFT. Everything's spelled the way it sounds. And you will get an extra 25% off when you keep all 5 items in your box. That's a win-win because you like all the stuff and you save some money. That is stitchfix.com/PFT to get started today. Stitchfix.com/PFT. I've said it 3 times. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That guy died, right?
Kool-Aid Man?
No, not Kool-Aid Man. Kool-Aid Man's, oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hoo-ha.
That was the beginning of the end for Al Pacino. That was his first, Scarface, I guess, was the first big shouting movie. And then he's like, people like the shouting.
I saw a very funny picture of the Kool-Aid Man. It was like a 1970s drawing. And the Kool-Aid Man busts through the wall and everybody's like scared. And in very tiny letters in the dialogue bubble, it just said, not all men.
Carl is a master of finding those things online.
It's true.
He's a master.
You had one, you texted when after we did a live show. There was like me when someone mumbles after the argument is over.
Yeah, after the argument is over and somebody mumbles.
Yeah, and it's a jackknifed tractor trailer. All right. Folks, it is now time to reveal the location for our improv provided to us by Kether Donohue. But first, just so you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in space and time. Let's say we're in a scene and we need to go into the past for some reason. Someone's having a memory, we're learning how something came to be. Anytime we travel into the past, we use this flashback sound effect. But you can't stay in the past forever, folks. Let's say we need to get back to where we were. Gotta get back in time. Or anytime we move forward in time, we use this flash forward sound effect. That really tickled Carl. I can still see you shaking over there. Now, this final sound moves us only in space, not in time. Let's say we're in a scene. We need to travel sideways in time. We just want to find out what's happening in the exact same moment somewhere else. We're not going to the past. We're not going to the future. We're going sideways in time. We use this meanwhile sound effect. Past. Present. Future. Everyone gets it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to reveal the location for our improv provider who's about to get together. The location is Amusement Park. Amusement Park. We take you now to Amusement Park.
Sir, do you have a ticket?
Do I have a ticket?
You can't get on the Ferris wheel without a ticket, sir.
What? They told me that I didn't need a ticket to get on the Ferris wheel.
Who told you?
The lady.
What lady?
The lady.
What, sir? You can't just say the lady. You've come here every Sunday for the past month.
I'm the lady.
Why?
Hey.
Did you meet her?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I went back. She told me who she was, but I told you to stop listening to her. Okay, you need to take your coins and buy some tickets.
You know what? I'm sick of this amusement park, okay? The churro man has been ignoring me all day.
I'm the churro man.
Did you meet him?
Yeah, I met him. Listen, I told you to go to a different churro stand.
Every time I want to go to him, okay? I told him that I was gonna support his business.
Excuse me.
I'll let you handle him.
My wife and I have been waiting to get on the Ferris
I know,
wheel.
sir.
It's our
I'm sorry.
anniversary.
I'm just trying to deal with this.
Well, what is the holdup?
Well,
It's our 50-year anniversary.
It's our 50-year
Congratulations. He doesn't have a ticket. Can you believe it?
He doesn't have a
No.
You don't have a ticket?
The
for
lady
Ferris
told me not
wheel?
to get a ticket.
The lady?
She told me I didn't need one.
Who's the lady?
I'm the lady.
Her. Did you meet her?
I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, she's the one that gave me the direction.
Listen,
Honey, can you give me my hearing aid? I don't know what he's saying.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you for letting me borrow it. Here you go.
listen, sir, if you don't have a ticket, you have to get to the back of the line. You know I hate refusing you. I don't know why we have to keep having this argument.
Marianne, I
This
come
has
here.
happened before?
Every Sunday. Sir, do you have a ticket?
The lady told me I didn't need a ticket.
Sir, what lady?
I'm the lady.
I told you to stop talking to her.
You met her though.
Yeah, I met her.
Listen, the churro man,
What churro man?
he roasted me.
I'm the churro man.
Start going to a different churro guy.
I want to go to him. He had a University of Michigan sticker on his churro stand,
Oh, sir.
and I'm a big Wolverines fan.
Every Sunday.
I can't hear you. I returned the
Every
hearing aid.
Sunday.
She said every Sunday.
Huh?
honey. Every fucking Sunday.
Hey, man, welcome to the back of the line.
This is ridiculous.
You got a ticket? You got your ticket finally?
I have to have a ticket to stand in the back of the line?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you get in the line, you should have your ticket for when you get to the front of the line.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, get a ticket.
All right, let me go to the ticket person.
Dang, man, hey, you really lost, brother. Have you been here before?
I come every Sunday.
I'm the ticket person.
Hi. My name is.
So you
All right,
back
where?
and you got your ticket?
I got my ticket. It was a quick transaction. I don't know why I didn't just do that every week.
You should. It's very easy, man. There's not even a line. The line starts here. That's why they have the ticket. Anyway,
Excuse me, are you the lady?
I'm the lady.
What is it you do here exactly? Because you're not the ticket person.
You need to ask the churro man.
All right, I'll go ask the churro man.
churros. Hi, I'm the churro man.
Hi, I don't need a churro. I just need some information.
Okay, cool.
You know the lady?
Are you doing some sort of investigation right now?
Is it because I'm wearing a nun's habit?
Listen, right now, you look like you want to interrogate people. I'm just saying, like that. You don't have jurisdiction here.
Look, I'm a bride of Christ, and I'm very inquisitive. That does not mean I'm doing an interrogation.
Okay. You want me to answer the question?
Sir, excuse me. I'm the churro man's attorney. You can't speak to him without me being present.
Number one, I'm a woman. Just because I have
It's hard with
First
the
of
habit.
all-
deep voice.
I don't pick and choose. Everyone is the same to me. I call everybody
you
sir.
call-
I call everybody
that's
sir.
fair. That's
okay?
fair.
It's lawyer talk. It's
Yeah.
it's safe.
Thank you for not picking and choosing.
You're welcome. But you can't talk to my client unless I'm here and I okay it.
Well, I thought I'm just talking to him as an employee of the.
No.
Am I under arrest?
Not yet.
Don't answer that.
Okay.
No,
It's
you
too late.
don't
He
answer
answered
that.
it. I don't answer it.
No, yeah. Don't nobody answer any questions. Okay? I'm the only one answering questions. And you know what? Don't even ask any questions either.
Look, I'm just trying to find.
Sir, please.
Please call me sister.
Hey man, so look, we gonna get to the front of the line pretty soon, and you come here by yourself
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday?
It's sort of a coping mechanism for me. You see, when I was a kid, I was an extra in National Lampoon's Vacation.
Okay.
And they didn't let I was there all they said in the breakdown. Back then we used to have to read in the Backstage West for breakdowns. We used to have to read it in the newspaper. This is before the internet.
Right.
And they told me, they said, everybody's gonna ride roller coasters today. And so I went down, my mom signed me up because you had to have I was a child. And you had to have a parent or guardian. So my mom took me down there. I was in the group of extras that never got on any rides.
Oh wow,
I had to stay outside the park.
All right, so extras that get to go on the rides. Everyone over here.
Right, I'll move over here.
And okay, everyone from this point over.
What?
Just move over there.
This isn't fair.
Well,
Damn it.
hey.
We were camping out all night to be here.
Yeah, we needed you to camp out all night to be here.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
just
sorry.
your little pawn.
Sir,
Yeah, that's exactly right.
it is 1977. I missed the season finale of The Greatest American Hero to come and do this job.
Can I tell you what happens?
No. Okay, fine.
All right.
Yeah.
The aliens, they come back, they give him the instructions for the suit.
What?
Yeah, so he figures out how to fly.
You just ruined that movie for me.
With
that
your
TV
permission.
show.
With your permission.
I said no the first time and you gave me a sad look.
Hey, do you know what?
You're a
Just for this,
sociopath.
maybe I am, but that makes me highly functional in this job.
Hell yeah.
So here's thank you. very
True.
much. So here's what I'm gonna do because you're a loudmouth. I'm going to put you in the section of the extras that stand outside the park.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
My mom got to ride. Oh, no.
Now,
On
even
that ride. My mom's on that ride.
what? Oh, she shouldn't be up there.
Wow, man, that actually has nothing. So you just watched your mom perish in an accident?
Yes.
So why would you come? This seems so triggering to be here.
Well, I'm here still collecting evidence to file a wrongful death lawsuit
So you're doing an interrogation here?
against National Lampoon, yes.
Well, let me just say, hey, man, you shouldn't do any interrogations in this park, man. They got a lot of lawyers around, and just trust me, man.
Excuse me, did someone say interrogation?
Oh.
Is someone being questioned here?
No, we're in the middle of the line, just
we're in
waiting.
the-
I'm sorry,
line.
did I say you could answer that question? Nobody answer a question.
Churro man.
Yeah.
Now that your lawyer's not around, I need to ask you.
Okay.
The lady.
Yeah.
Who is she?
I'm the lady.
I think it's that
can hear
answer.
her over there.
Yes, it speaks for itself.
What's
She's
her
a lady.
function here? What's her function?
Look,
Every time you talk about me, I hear you.
look. Hey. I don't know what you're here to do, but don't pull that thread. Okay? Just leave it at that. She's the lady. Every time someone talks about her, she says she's the lady. That's it.
Churro man. Are you in danger? You can tell me, I'm a nun.
Wait, what are you gonna do? Pray to God or something?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not, I've been praying to God. I mean, that's,
Laura, have you though? Have you been praying hard
I
enough?
think, okay, can you show me a quick, how would I, just a quick preview prayer.
Put your hands together.
Okay, like this.
Don't do the folded hands. That's the mistake.
See,
a
that's
lot
what
of
I've been
people
doing.
Make.
I've been doing
No.
that.
You got to do
I've
the
been
straight
pleading.
up, like the picture,
This
like
is
the
pretty
picture of the
good.
praying hands. You got to
Okay.
put them right up there. Point them up to God.
Mm-hmm.
Say, Heavenly Father, please, please.
Honey, why don't you take the day off? I can't bear to see you going down to that amusement park every day, being a lawyer. It seems to be killing you.
I am the job. You know that, sir. You know that.
You can call me Dan. We've been married for 13 years.
No, I'm not picking and choosing, okay?
Mom, why do you call Daddy sir?
Hey, shut your mouth, sir. Okay?
My daughter, someday you will grow up to be an amazing lawyer. But here's what you must know.
Yes, Daddy?
Never pick and choose.
I won't, Daddy.
You treat everyone the same. Everyone. I don't care what they look like, what they smell like, what they sound like, what they breathe like. You pick it. You don't pick. You don't choose. Everyone is a sir.
So you want to be in this country, huh? Well, let me tell you something. You got two options, all right?
Okay, sounds good. Land of opportunity.
Yeah. Land of two options. You got two of them, all right?
That's a good one.
All right, now listen here.
See,
You come in here, you can stay. You can stay here.
sounds good.
But there's a plane leaving for Vietnam. And we need you to go over there and do some business.
The country where the war is happening?
Oh, is that what's happening over there? I thought it was just a food convention. But if there's a war, you gotta go do it. If you want to stay.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
Is it a food convention? Because that doesn't sound so bad.
There might be a food convention over there. I have been to a food convention in Vietnam.
What are the odds that there is a food convention? And let me make my decision then.
Considering that the convention center in Vietnam is obliterated,
Right.
chances are those options are slim.
But you're saying there is a chance.
There is a chance. Those chances are slim. There is a chance.
I accept your terms.
You accept?
Yes.
Well, I like your don't pick and choose attitude.
Gracias.
All right, so I guess, look, so we have to go to court now because we said that, look, I'm just trying to get on the ride. I don't even know this guy.
You started talking to me.
I
Don't-
know, but
don't throw me under the bus.
Now I feel like I'm roped into some. I'm sorry. Look, lawyer, just leave us alone, and we won't do any investigations. Nobody's doing any
No, sir.
investigations.
Also, You never tell anyone your name. You keep it tight-lipped. Don't snitch on yourself.
See, Daddy.
Mommy, we never knew your name, and the teacher keeps asking us, like,
You tell.
I just feel so secretive at school, and I just feel like
Listen.
left out. And albums are the only thing that get me through life with my friend
Honey,
Jennifer.
honey, I hate to break the news to you, but we're gonna have to sell the record player.
What?
Your mother is not making enough money
That's not.
as an amusement park lawyer.
That's not necessarily true. Okay, I'm getting my business off the ground. You don't know. You haven't seen my papers.
I know, I haven't. I want to see your papers. We've been married.
So, just like your grandmother before you,
Yes, Daddy.
don't tell anyone your name and become an amusement park lawyer.
See.
Okay.
Look, I have a plan for my life, okay? I've had this plan since I was very young. If you would just stick around and have a little faith.
Where do I fit in this plan, lawyer? Where do I fit in this
Where
plan?
do I fit in the plan?
Sir,
How do
sir,
you think
everyone,
I
sir,
feel, Dad?
sir.
Mom, I'm gonna
And you, sir. Sir.
I'm gonna
Not now, sir.
I'm
a
gonna
great name for a
become a
dog.
famous musician and get you back when I'm older.
And how exactly do you plan to get me back? What kind of prank do you plan to pull?
Well,
Young sir.
I don't know. I always have one hand in my pocket and the other one's figuring it out.
Alanis, please.
Yeah.
Churro man,
Yes. Thank you for that prayer. Now I feel like I
do you feel safe enough to
do
tell
f-
me?
Yes.
I gotta pull on that string.
Okay. The lady.
Yeah.
She.
I'm the lady.
Well, she sticks around here and distracts people from the park. The park is falling apart. The rides, they're not safe.
None of them?
None of them. The lady's a distraction.
But no, there was an accident several years ago.
I don't know anything about that.
Yes, you do. Everyone, it was in all the papers. Everyone knows. A young boy
Quick, buy a
watched his
churro
mother-
for me.
One churro, please.
Here you go. One churro.
Gracias.
Yes, it was the lady.
The lady caused the accident.
I'm the lady.
Do you think she heard everything I just said?
Yes, I did.
The lady, she's here.
She's walked over.
I bet you didn't expect me to say something else, huh?
I know I didn't.
I definitely didn't. Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
You're all such idiots. You're all bickering amongst each other. That was my plan all along.
You're lucky I don't have my yardstick with me.
I love yardsticks.
Oh, she's got you there.
Really? I did not expect that response at all.
Excuse me, lady, is it? Lady? Are you okay, lady?
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm fine. I just have a question.
Give me your yardstick.
Here you go. I was the line producer on National Lampoon's Vacation, and I saw you.
I know.
I saw you at
because
the-
I know everything.
I know you do, and that's why I'm here. I am producing another movie.
I know that too. You don't have to tell me things. I know.
Okay. Well, do you want to know the name of the movie? I'm trying to get you paid, lady. Okay. I'm trying to get you paid. You keep. This is
everyone else, but I know.
all right. Everyone else, I am going to be producing a new film called Poltergeist, and I want to put this lady in it as the lady who.
I have top bill.
Okay, no. Craig T. Nelson has top bill, okay? This is a Craig T. Nelson film.
Really? Craig T. Nelson?
Yes.
What about Chris O'Donnell? Can he be in the movie?
It's the same thing, I guess.
Or Scott Wolf?
I don't know those guys. But who I do know.
What about Nev Campbell? Is she going to be in there?
How are you guys knowing these people? It's 1981.
My daughter's Nev Campbell.
Oh.
She's just been born. I couldn't be prouder.
She's friends with that Alanis girl, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Canadian girl?
Yeah, she's trying to get her mom back or something.
Wait, I'm Canadian too,
Like-
now that I think of it. Nev Campbell's Canadian, and I'm her dad.
All right, man. We're to the front of the line, so I guess we could. I came by myself, and you came by yourself. We should just ride together, right?
I think I'm too hungry to ride this ride.
Really?
I've been wanting churros all day, and that churro man. Has
what a
ignored-
fun ride that was. The perfect way to spend our anniversary.
What? Give me the thing.
So here it
Give
is.
me the thing. Thank you.
You got all. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. You got all the way to the front, and now you're just gonna abandon getting on.
Ticket? Do you have a ticket?
Yes, I have a
Great.
ticket. It's
Great,
right.
I'm glad to hear it.
It's right. It's
Where's the
right.
ticket?
Wait.
Oh shit! I ate the ticket.
You ate the ticket.
I was hungry. Why do you keep yelling? We don't know each other, sir.
I'm sorry. man.
Excuse me, what's taking so long? I want to ride on the
He
ride.
doesn't have a ticket.
Why?
Every
His
Sunday.
He should get to
never
the
has
back
a
of the
ticket.
line.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna have to ask you to go to the back of the line.
Wait a second. I have a ticket,
Wait, what?
and I've ridden this ride before.
Wait, what?
And hearing your heartfelt story about how you watched your mama die on a set.
Obama died.
He watched his mama die.
Oh,
Sorry, that was very.
Do you need my hearing aid?
no thanks.
Here you go.
Oh, well,
I'm
thank
We're
you,
getting an
stranger.
updated one anyway.
I'm gonna give you my ticket.
Oh my gosh.
Here you go.
Oh my gosh.
I've worked here the entire summer and I've never seen anything like it.
Wait, Mom, I have an idea for a song. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
I guess.
A little too ironic. Yeah, I really do think.
Honey, I'll support your music.
Thank
I will
you.
support it to the day I die. Or my name
We're not going to
isn't
need to support her
Herman
music because
Morissette.
I have a job.
You are not paying any bills around here, okay?
It's all about money. It's
Yes,
all about
it
money
is when
with
we
you.
can't. You know what I had to feed our daughter the other
What?
day? Jagged little pills.
Where did you get them?
Out of the medicine cabinet.
Those were my jagged little pills.
It's
You know,
ironic.
you
isn't
ought
it?
to know that pill bottle was the last refill I had.
You know what? I went down on you in the movie theater. Okay?
Thank you, India. The court will now hear the case of Morissette v. Morissette. Now, this is a child suing her mother. This is always very sad to see.
You know, I know.
Now, you're a very successful recording artist. Congratulations.
Thank
Everyone
you.
here knows who you are. We don't want this the room to turn into a circus.
I know. Sorry, I was up all night because I was filming that episode of Sex and the City where I kissed Sarah Jessica Parker. It was really cool.
Well, that's spoiled for me. I haven't seen that one yet, so...
Yeah.
Sir, let me just say that I'm excited to be here and also very upset. One, as
Who's
a mother.
excited?
Mrs. Morissette,
Who gets
please, in my
excited to come to court
courtroom.
hearings?
What? Well, she's a lawyer. I mean, that's not.
Sir, how did you know?
That's not that weird.
Sir, how did you know my name?
I'm a judge and you're a lawyer.
I missed that one.
I know that you're used to practicing
Mama.
amusement park law, but in this courtroom, you will approach the bench when I grant you permission.
Hold
to approach
on.
the
She
bench.
needs to take her jagged little pill before she proceeds. Here, Mama. Thank you, sir.
Now, our bailiff, India, usually would transfer pills from one person to another. That's how we do things here. You don't just get to hand things willy-nilly.
Yeah, but I'm feeling lazy today.
Thank you, India.
Objection, sir.
There's nothing to object to. What are you objecting to?
Look, I don't know. I've been waiting a long time to say that, okay? And that's what I was trying to say before, is that I'm very excited to be here in court,
Well, you sound
fighting my own
you
case.
sound angry. You don't sound excited.
Well, I'm a lawyer. I'm supposed to sound angry.
I know. Welcome to what I grew up
Sir!
with. I mean,
Hold on a second. Are you getting your idea of what a lawyer should be from the film Scent of a Woman?
You've seen that
she wishes.
Everyone's seen Scent of a Woman. You're saying she hasn't seen Scent of a Woman?
It's the thing that boggles me through my life, sir. She's the only person who hasn't seen it.
You're saying
Nobody-
this is a lifetime boggle for you.
Oh yeah, it's mind-boggling.
Look, I'm sure it's just Al Pacino yelling a lot.
Oh, it's much more than that. Someone from Party of Five might be in it.
Who?
Yeah.
Matthew Fox?
Scott Wolf.
Who's that?
Scott Wolf.
Scott
I don't
Wolf.
think
Yeah,
Scott
sounds
Wolf was in
familiar.
Party of Five.
Yeah.
You mean Chris O'Donnell?
Same thing.
Mr. Campbell, again,
Nev is one of
cannot
my
be
good
in here.
friends.
So, the lawyer doesn't work at the park anymore, huh?
Nah.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll get on this Ferris wheel. The very Ferris wheel that I gave a friend a ticket and then watched him die as it fell apart.
Oh, I remember.
That's why I come here every Sunday.
Don't call us friends.
We're friends!
We met in line.
No, we're
Then
friends.
You threw me under the bus.
No, I gave you a ticket and I watched you die. It was ironic. It was ironic.
I'll handle this. I'm a nun. Demon! I cast you out of this amusement park. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Okay.
Did it work? I had my eyes closed.
Yeah, I think he's gone. So here's my ticket. Wait, where'd I put my ticket?
Did you eat it again?
Shit, I might have eaten my ticket.
Who's this lady?
Oh, this is a lady I met in line.
Who doesn't know who I am?
Oh my God. Alanis Morissette.
Yeah,
Did you win your court case?
of course.
Congratulations.
Of course, yeah. I ended up buying my mom a house. She actually lives in my guest house.
It's pretty ironic.
Yeah. Don't you think?
And it all happened in a place called Spontaneanation. All right, Mandell Maughan, where can people find you online should they wish to find you, and should you wish to be found? And what would you like to tell people about?
Oh, I'm on Twitter as Mandell Maughan. I'm on Instagram as Mandeli Lace. Funny story, my dad used to call me Mandeli Lace, from the song Chantilly.
Yeah.
So,
Would he sing it, or he would just say it? Would he toss it off casually?
yeah, my dad's not much of a singer. It was
Mandeli
it was
Lace
like
with
a
a
toss.
pretty face,
You know,
lyrics, I know
hanging
the
down.
I've told you about my dad. He's a fisherman. He just tosses, like tossing the fish. You know, he just
Like
tosses it out
tossing the
there.
fish.
Yeah, it's just like that's it. You guys, I don't where to find me. God, I've been
some
hanging
live
out at this
shows?
coffee shop a lot, down by my house. So, I mean, I might be there.
You and Tawny just did a show together.
No, Tawny got sick.
Oh, no.
I know. So I'm going to be doing her show soon.
Okay,
And
good.
we have bajillion shows every month at UCB.
There you go.
And-
There's only a couple more. Hopefully, we'll get to do more, but it's the last Tuesday or the third Tuesday of every month.
Right.
So, October, this one's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Come see us, UCB Franklin. Tickets are available online.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Don't eat your tickets.
The rest of
Don't eat your tickets. Guys, don't eat your
Anything we learned
tickets.
from today.
the rest of Me, Myself, and I airs tonight, so you can watch it on CBS. By the time this comes out, you'll watch it on CBS.
By October, it'll still be airing?
No, they'll have all the episodes out, so you
there
can
you
watch
go.
it.
On CBS
Binge
All
it.
Access.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Is that it?
You're free to go.
Shaun Diston.
Yes.
Same things.
At Shaun Diston all over the place. I perform at UCB. Now, my ex-girlfriend, who is very nice and very cool, you can follow her on Twitter. At Audrey Stanfield. If you want to find her, go for it. She's very nice and funny.
Did you do a follow-up to see if that was a joke or?
No, I knew it was a joke.
Oh, okay.
I told her to send me something so I could
Oh,
read
okay.
it. So
All right.
she's funny, it's a joke, we're on good terms. Please, just follow her and listen to her jokes. And, yeah, that's it. Also watch Mr. Student Body President on, well, Go 90s is dead to see so, but I guess all four seasons are, all four seasons are probably on YouTube
Happening
somewhere.
faster and faster with these
Yeah,
things.
all these streaming services are dying. So go to YouTube.
I suspect foul play.
Carl Tart.
You can follow me on all things social at Damn It Carl. I'm also always at the UCB Theater, Harold Night, White Women every second Friday of the month at UCB Sunset, 10:30 p.m. Watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine when it comes on the air, whenever that may be. It's probably still after this, yeah. And then also, if there's other things of brewing, listen to them.
I mean, it can't be more concise than that. If there's other things a brewing, listen to them.
And then girls, if you look good, won't you back that ass up?
We're all dancing right now. Kether Donohue, where can people find you online if they want to find you?
You could read my very boring Twitter account.
What makes it so boring?
It's so boring. I'm the most boring tweeter on the planet.
What is a typical tweet?
It's just like I retweet when like an episode comes out. That's how boring it is. Yeah.
But if you want that information,
Yeah.
is it just your full name?
It's at Kether. Oh, at Miss Kether Donohue.
Oh, classy.
That's long.
And Donohue spelled Donohue.
Yeah,
Don't get
as
it twisted.
if Kether wasn't confusing.
Eban Schletter. He's Eban Schletter on all the things. Go to ebanschletter.com to seek out Eban Schletter's non-spontaneous work because Eban Schletter is only the best. How do you spell Eban Schletter? It's very simple. It goes just like this. EBANSCHLETTER. As for me, I'm PF Tompkins on all the socials. Go to paulftompkins.com/live to see where I will be performing. You got those, what are we called? Bajillion shows at UCB. I don't remember if there's no more Work Juice Improv shows, but hopefully we'll get some more lined up. I could tell you that Spontaneanation Live returning to the Bell House in Brooklyn. We're very excited. These are going to be the last live Spontaneanations for who knows how long, folks. So please do come out and see us. We always have a great time at the Bell House. Of course, Super Ego as well that same weekend. Guys, just a lot of fun awaits you. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the podcast. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti.